She flew out the front window and hit a tree. That's when my mom came in the room crying and telling me my neighbor that I was really close with was in an accident. Her her mother told us that she was in the passenger seat and the driver was texting and driving, ran a red light, and crashed the car. The driver lived, but Ariana died. The car accident should have been avoided. According to the CDC, each day more than 1,100 people are injured in crashes that involve a distracted driver. We need to focus up and change in order to not be distracted. We must change three things, especially in order to prevent distractions. We must work on our visual and never take our eyes off the road, our manual, never taking our hands off the wheel, and our cognitive and never taking our mind away from driving. Billions of people drive every day. We need to focus on not being distracted and avoiding these car accidents. Moving to my first reason on what we drivers need to improve on are visual and never taking our eyes off the road. We take our eyes off the road for so many things. We take our eyes off while texting, dialing out, answering, checking the time, playing with the radio, so many things. Help yourself and don't answer every phone call. Do not text, and if it's truly that important that you must answer the phone or reply to someone's text, pull the car over for a brief moment and then proceed driving. When you take your eyes off the road, you cannot see what the other driver is doing. They could have stopped, crashed, or left the car. That brief moment that you do not see while driving can be the reason someone dies, just like Ariana. I feel that no one should want that on their conscience. I feel that no one should take the risk as well. My second focus point for us drivers is that we must work on our manual and always keep two hands on the wheel. When first taking your driver's test to receive your license, the test requires you to have two hands on the wheel. They made the test that way for a reason. According to drivertest.org, we must have two hands on the wheel at all times in order to turn properly and in order to have full control over our vehicle. Driving with one hand puts us more at risk of crashing because we do not have full control over our car. Driving properly is the only thing that we could do to help avoid accidents, and that isn't even enough. That's just one half of the problem. The other half is getting everyone else to do the same. My last and probably the most important thing that us drivers must improve on to avoid accidents is our cognitive. We need to always have the mindset on driving. We must focus while driving because it's always when we lose that bit of focus that the accidents begin to happen. We have to remember when we're driving and not text because we forget that we are driving and might rear end the car in front of us. Worst case scenario, run a red light, crash the car and die. Even worst case scenario, run a red light and everyone in the car dies, but you live. Texting is a major distraction while driving. Texting constantly makes drivers look down, then up, then back, down, and make sure they wrote the correct sentence and to the correct person. It takes a lot to text and also a lot to drive. We cannot focus on driving to see the road if our mind and eyes are on our phone. We are at high risk of injury, making a Snapchat video on the highway, doing 80 to 100 miles per hour. It's just not really smart. We must help ourselves by thinking smart and keeping our mind on driving because there will be other drivers texting and making those Snapchat videos. If we are fully focused on driving, then we will be able to watch others drive and avoid accidents. Maximum attention on the road could have saved Ariana's life. Mother Nature's Network provides tips on how to stay focused while driving. One tip that they use is to turn your phone off. That may seem like a big problem for a lot of people, but compare your text messages and everything to your life and then see what's really important. Turning your phone off avoids the text message, phone call issue, etc. Adjust the music before you drive was another tip so that you're not playing with the knob on the radio and remove your eyes from the road. The last major tip that the Eminem provides is that to look where you want to go while driving. The car will go wherever your eyes go. Being focused on the road will lead to correct driving on the road. In conclusion, there are so many things that we must all improve on to avoid car accidents and being distracted on the road. Distracted driving is dangerous and may cause injury to ourselves and the people around us. We must focus on our visual, keeping our eyes on the road, our manual, keeping our hands on the wheel, and our cognitive, keeping our mind on driving. Billions of people drive every day. Let's do our part and drive safer. Thank you.